8:53 a.m. It's Monday, July 1st, 2024. And as I've captured in still images, I'm referencing the documentation regarding what's already on the record pertaining to the light source, which is revealing an unnatural environment, the presence of the demon possessed. In other words, it's a demonic environment, and there's demonic behavior that I'm on a 24-hour basis, no matter where I go. The demonic behaviors, which is accomplishing group stalking. And this is something that the government is participating in. It is occurring in concert with the state. The state is engaging in what is ongoing stalking in concert with a population that are of the same condition, and it is being highlighted while I'm surrounded by a demonic environment. And I'm giving you another example. On this day in 2022, July 1st, that is, I am at the Ontario Ovitt Family Community Library. I'm, before going to the library, again, the light source is over me at the Shiro's Liquor. This is the same Shiro's Liquor, and it's already on the record. I'm here at the same Shiro's Liquor. It's a plaza. The Andy's Burgers, as I used as an evidence, as an example before, it's the same shopping plaza. So I'm here in the morning. I'm here in the evening, where I've shown the sunset also. This is the identical pattern of conduct, speaking to that impossibility that the sun is engaging in what is non-movement in order to be captured at both the beginning and the end of the day. That's duration of time analysis. And also what I'm providing through the screen recording is juxtaposition of crime scenes where group stalking is underway, but also juxtaposition showing you what's an impossibility regarding the natural environment. The sun is not maintaining this presence at Alvarado Gardens for the duration of the day. In the same way, the sun is not going to, the light source is what I'm showing is remaining over me. And this is revealing the unnatural environment that surrounds you. Because while I'm showing you evidence of what's supposed to be the exclusive sun, there's already evidence speaking to the maintenance of the so-called sun that's over a Shiro's Liquor in perfect alignment with me at the same time. And it remained at that location as I went from place to place. That's the substance of the pattern of conduct, the evidence of it. While I'm showing you what is an unnatural environment in Los Angeles now, while I am showing you not only the light source, I show you the vantage point. It's unmistakable where the light source is. It's not over Shiro's Liquor while you're looking at it through the windshield of third-party group stalker, the one engaging in surveillance in the laundry room, Kim. This is his vehicle parked outside of my leasing office at 8:50 in the morning. And at 8:50 in the morning, the entity is maintaining, I will show you first off what I captured regarding 8:33. I captured the light source while I am remaining inside of my office, starting with the time range that's relevant. So at 8:37, I began capturing the light source, and this is because Kim actually starts stalking with audible activity. And so I look at the time, the fake sun is over me. What can I reference very easily in order to resume the ongoing vivid illustration of stalking with the fake sun while you're stalking with audible activity? In the same way that the people of the state are driving dumpster vehicles, stalking in the path with light activity while it's moving across my bedroom walls inside of my apartment at nightfall, and you are driving, that is crossing path in the parking lot, also creating light activity using that vehicle. And it is the same demonic system in concert with the same state that uses helicopters. So during the day, I'm showing you what is, first of all, this is demonic activity that Kim is engaging in. This is a demon that's stalking me through the path. So this wall that divides us is no obstruction for his ability to stalk me with audible activity creation. This is terrorism that he and all of the population mimic in the demonic environment where the sun is not capable of maintaining presence in the same manner that you're seeing it while I am in an entirely different region, which is what I documented on this day in 2022. I'm at Shiro's Liquor in Ontario, California, at Holt and Euclid, and I am at Alvarado Gardens at my leasing office in Los Angeles. And at 8:37, meaning 4 minutes from 8:33, the sun is not moving or maintaining presence at the same time over everyone everywhere. In other words, that such that we are all looking at, no matter what state you're in, no matter how many hours ahead of California you are, we're all under the same position of the sun, and it remains at that position over you as it rises and sets over you for the duration of the day. That is not the natural environment. That is totally out of conformity with the natural environment and the definition of what the actual sun does. In addition, this is speaking to what is the counterfeit. That is Satan that you're recognizing through the unnatural environment, and Satan is present through people, and this is demon possession that I'm exposing. And the demon possessed are engaging in what is demonic activity. They're group stalking together, and they're doing it with the state. Okay, so the entity is not only present stalking in the path, and let me be clear, this person represents the entity. This is what all of the people of the state that live at Alvarado Gardens engage in time and time again, over and over and over again, in the same exact specific environment in concert with the same entity that is present, crossing path in helicopter, which is what I captured second by second. So this is the P.O.C. In addition to what I'm reminding you about is already on the record, which is the light source over me in Ontario at Shiro's Liquor. and at 8:49 a.m. And don't forget, even as I'm in LA, remember I went to the Glendale DMV. There's no sun that's going to be outside of my leasing office window, seen through over the roof as I step outside of my leasing office door. While I am on June 5th, 2024, I'm at the Glendale DMV, and that's already on the record. And that's why when I'm being driven up Clifford Street at 9:36, there's no position that the sun would be here, and also over the DMV throughout my the duration of the ride from the DMV to the leasing office where I currently remain. And I'm showing you the impossibility that the sun, that there are multiple suns that would engage in remaining stationary here, but also remaining over me while I'm en route to this location, as though there's a second sun that's going to arrive and move in that manner, like I documented on June 5th. That is speaking to a light source, not the sun. I'm also showing you what's occurring in that environment. It's called group stalking. And this is the state, and this is the people of the state engaging in that criminal conduct together as one. And the elements of monitoring are underway, elements of audible activity, and demons engage in audible activity with simultaneity to what they know I'm doing, while a wall obstructs our presence amongst one another. The demon possessed don't have to look at you, don't have to know you personally to engage in monitoring you, okay? And so this is what the entity is doing, and they're doing it while the state is maintaining presence all around, engaging in surveillance in the sky space, also to communicate a threat while they are aware of what I'm documenting on my phone. This is the Title 18, Section 2261A. Criminal activity, and it's all occurring while the light source is documented on this day at the same time, remaining over me in an entirely different region. Okay, so I did document at 8:49 through my leasing office window. Here's the light source while I'm at 215 East C Street, the Ovid Family Community Library. Here's the light source. This is relevant to what the Ontario Police Department documented: group stalkers and terrorists. Okay, the terrorist that is not different from Dominic Choi. Both of whom are not different from Osama bin Laden, subject to what is, again, a federal prison like any other leader of a terrorist organization. Okay, so it's not different. You're understanding how you're going to prosecute terrorism in the U.S. And this terrorist organization at this venue that you see at the top, where a fake sun is over me, you are engaged in what is stalking me, and then masquerading, abusing your position, that is, as a corrupt government acting in sync with the people of the state who are group stalking in this specific environment. And the entity is engaging in what is kidnapping from this venue that I've documented, and the fake sun present as a matter of documentation after 6 p.m. at the Ovid Family Community Library. And there's already multiple kidnappings on the record that this entity has engaged in, and every participant's going to federal prison for it. Okay, so this is the light source that's remaining over me while I am here in Los Angeles. Outside of my leasing office window there's no sun over the Ovid Family Community Library. And that's the purpose of documenting it and showing you even down to the same time, same day type of analysis, where it is impossible that the sun would engage in this ability to maintain this presence over all of us all day. At the same time. The significance of starting my video at 8:53 is because I want to show you what I captured at 8:53, and I captured on video. And it's relevant to what I'm capturing regarding the natural environment as it is present here. So this is speaking to the maintenance of the light source. This is engineered light. That's how you know it's engineered light, because the sun is not in a position to be at the Ovid Family Community Library and also outside of my leasing office. This is how you're analyzing the unnatural environment. The entity is stalking in helicopter.
And the fake sun,
or the fake sun is over me at that library, and the fake sun is here over me here, and the entity is stalking by helicopter.
The Shiro's
P.O.C.
liquor. This is the City Hall. The Ontario City Hall is a group
P.O.C.
stalker.
This is why Dominic Choi is
University
subject
of
to federal
Laverne
prison.
College of Law, they're a group stalker.
Okay?
Obviously, the
exact
Ontario
pattern
Open
of
Family
conduct.
Community Library,
These
the
are
Ontario
terrorist
Senior Center, the
organizations,
280 North Limit
terrorists such as Osama
Apartments,
bin Laden, to go to
Staples.
federal prison.
This demon third party, this is the people of the state. I don't need their lives, like the people of the state. All of the third parties, the pool of the
So I
demon third
want you to
party,
make sure
Family
you
Community
recall again what it is that I'm
University of
documenting.
Over me while they are stalking. While I'm at B&G Plaza, the fake sun is over. Alrighty, that is the Ontario Police Department group stalking over the parking garage. Relevant positioning, and the fake sun moves to remain over me while they are.
All right, so it is impossible that the sun would maintain this same presence over me at the same time. It's also impossible that I can control the circumstances such that the pattern of remaining where I am and following where I go in helicopters, like you see when I go to the Chase Bank at 1600 Vermont Avenue, like you see when I go to the Walmart and the Burbank Shopping Plaza and they're flying over my head in helicopters. These are not only stalkers, which are the government in concert with the population, but this is terrorism, and they are the demon possessed, and it is the state of California that's going to be prosecuted. And those that are in leadership over these terrorist organizations, they are not distinct from the treatment that Osama bin Laden would get under federal law, and it is federal prison if he was alive. Okay, so I just want to point that out, and that's the exposure and the prosecution of what is statewide terrorism. This is called impunity, and this demon doesn't speak English, and he knows exactly what I'm talking about. That's the reality of what's going on here, and we are treating things as though outside of the spirit. And I want to be clear: you are more spirit than you are carnal. We have been conditioned to ignore that aspect of ourselves, and this is a call while you're listening to me and watching me blow the whistle on the state of California. This is a call for you to wake up, okay? There is a spiritual reality going on, and what I'm showing is that there's a criminal system that's underway, and it's because I serve the Lord Jesus, and I'm going to prosecute for that. And this is a position of victory that, again, the Lord Jesus has given me because he is a good father, all right? But I want to speak to the reality. What you need to know for your own good is that Satan is real. And you're looking at it, you're witnessing it through the maintenance of what is absolutely impossible, that the son is over the Ovid Family Community Library right now. And amongst that phenomenon is the entity that's stalking in helicopters. Okay, and this is terrorism that I'm subject to 24 hours a day. This is what Universal Waste is engaging in while driving a dumpster truck in impossible light. The shape of my window panes is moving across my bedroom wall. These are demons. All right, hiding in laundry rooms, knowing what I'm physically doing, and stalking with the method of noise, in concert with the demons you see flying around in relevant position in a helicopter. That's exactly what I'm speaking to, what I'm exposing while I am on this day in 2022 at an entirely different location where there is no sun over the California DMV, like I was present documenting on June 5th, 2024, and there is also not a sun over in this manner at all. This is the exclusivity. There's only one sun. And I'm showing you what is a specific environment that's surrounding over where you're at, because you're subject to the same system. It's the same reality, and that's what's being exposed. And those that are not natural born citizens, those terrorists are going to be deported out of this country. Those that are acting sync with the entity, engaged in 24-hour surveillance, they're also going to federal prison. And this is going to do wonders for the government, for the government, but for the economy. There are so many issues that are built in, and a lot of it is based on the public corruption that this government is also not speaking to, not being honest about that. It is directly engaged in. All right, so this is the light source that's over me at the Ovid Family Community Library.
At PNG Plaza, the fake sun is over the Shiro's Liquor. This is the City Hall. The Ontario City Hall is a group stalker.
And like I stated,
University of Laverne College of Law, they're a group stalker. Obviously, the Ontario Ovid Family
I'm pointing out relevant positioning, and there's no sun over the Ovid Family Community Library. You can see it through the windshield of his vehicle. I'm standing by it. It's not at 215 EC Street, and it's impossible, and it's unintelligent, and it's not even a genuine attempt to contend with the evidence that is irreducible, showing what is an unnatural environment and the ability to capture that scientific impossibility on camera so that everyone can witness it. The behavior that's occurring in this unnatural environment is criminal, and it's unconstitutional, and it's also inhumane, and it's exposing the times that we're in. Okay, it's exposing the times that we are in right now, and I'm subject to it in the workplace. So then you're understanding, then you're going to analyze the malice with which the entity engages in this terrorizing system. This is why you understand Heather Till's going to federal prison. This is why. Okay, so the entity is engaging in this, and there is indeed no sun. So let's finish the documentation so that you can review. The substance of this is speaking to, again, you're dissecting the whole crime scene. That's not sunlight also. There's no sun that will be over the Ovid Family Community Library, and also outside over my head, remaining for the duration of the day. All aspects of that evidence is speaking to what is not the sun, not sunlight. Okay, so what's on the floor inside of my living room from 6 to 10:30 in the morning? First of all, it's not even sunlight. That's non-movement by admission, and it's unintelligent, it's unrealistic, it's not scientific. Like I said, Satan and the demon-possessed, this public corruption, is not, under any circumstances, elite or sophisticated. It's not even logical or intelligent. You're talking about what is necessarily just outright violence that a government is engaging in and keeping you silent and oppressing you, so that you will never get to the point of exposing what they're engaging in and what they are as they engage in it. These are demons. Okay, and this is a demonic environment. This is a method of keeping me surrounded, and it is evidence of terrorism. It's not sunlight. Okay, so it's engineered light, and it's in the workplace, and you've seen all manner of iteration coming underneath the structure, underneath the doorway, reaching into the depths of the office, while demons stand in front of me talking about, oh, I've got a work order, or I need you to handle a work order, or I need you to make a phone call. Whatever they're talking about, it's all audible activity. Monitoring the resident manager in the workplace, both those that work for the company and those that come onto the grounds, acting pursuant to the statewide system. That's the workplace terrorism, sexual violence, and harassment as an entity, and I'm going to prosecute speaker companies for that. because you're just getting down to every aspect of the people of the state. They serve to keep you monitored at 24/8, like I've stated, at all times, at all places, no matter where you go. It is terrorism. It is sexual violence while you are subject to a population's surveillance of you. And it's unconstitutional, un-American. Okay? And this is the reality of what's going on in California. There is no shared environment. There's no sunlight that's going to appear in my office while the sun is over the Ovid Family Community Library.
Library, the Ontario Senior Center, the 280 North Lemon Apartments, Staples, this demon third party.
That was demonic pacing. A demon driving a Staples vehicle, a demon driving the red truck. They're driving in opposite directions, an engineered light under a fake sun. While the entity's stalking in helicopter, it's the same pattern of conduct. It's not traffic. It's demonic pacing.
People of the state. I don't need their lights, but the people of the state, all of the third parties, the pool of defendants are group stalking. And that's the Ontario Police Department. All right, group stalking, they're subject to what is disbanding. They're entirely illegitimate. They're acts of kidnapping in concert with the group stalker that is the Rancho Cucamonga Superior Court, having no legitimacy under the law whatsoever, no legal authority under the law, and that's that stalking conduct that I captured. And this is the fake sun that's right over me.
So again, I just want you to look at the two. This is the grounds of federal prison for the people of the state and state actors that are documented and engaged, meaning you wear a police badge and you're group stalking. I don't need you to say a word to me. You're in relevant position. I document you such that you are in my path. You're going to federal prison. And there is no anonymity. Demons that want to engage in terrorism in a helicopter thinking you can fly away and no one's going to answer for it. The chief of police, like Osama bin Laden, is subject to federal prison. Okay, so I want to be clear. And by the way, the federal government will not have as much trouble as you might assume to find out who is sitting in the seat of these helicopters while they're stalking. Do not underestimate what the Lord is going to do. It is currently 9:09 a.m. and this is P.O.C.